Hello, and welcome to episode 1 on the Vinecraft 2026 server. This is a public server, well, kind of public server of a Discord I'm in, and we just reset it every single year. We just reset it in January, and I've been working on a few things, so I'm going to give you a little base tour, and then we'll start working on some new projects. So before I start my base tour, which you're kind of seeing a little bit of it now, I got a request to drop off some lava to Aggie, so I'm going to grab some of this quick, and I'm going to head over there. Aggie, wherefore art thou, Aggie? I have a delivery for you. Hello, Happy Gask. Gask? Gast? She must be below. Aggie does some crazy amount of building. I found you, Aggie. Where you going? Aggie. There you go. I'm gonna take you guys to our spawn area first. Oh, I gotta pet the ghast. Okay, I'm going to take you to our spawn area first, and just kind of give a rundown of how we have this year set up. This is I'd say it's a pretty beginner-friendly community of people just hop on, hop off when they want, but this is the spawn area, so if you join the server, this is where you'll spawn at, and this year we've decided to do villages as our setup. And so we've got a couple different village locations around, and these little gateways will teleport you to them. We've got a prismarine farm that was set up for the community, Pine Haven, which is where we were just at, the monastery, a sand mine, and then some of the other ones. So I decided to set up over here at Meadowbrook, which is this little, it's kind of in a plains biome, kind of off on its own little location. Nothing too fancy. Cherry Grove up there, there's that. We'll get into that. And then some extra forest. There's a flower forest over there with farms or with bees, not farms. Bees and stuff. And then jungle and a couple other things. So let's head up there. So this is obviously my base. If that wasn't apparent. I am currently working on doing a grand old staircase windy up to that front door into the foyer over there. Hey, hide yourself. So that'll be a project eventually, but it's not a priority for right now. But I'm gonna head right up there and give you a little walk-see around Z. So this is the main entrance. Obviously you cannot get to it right now until I build the staircase, which is on the list of things to do. But you'll walk into this big old foyer area that just kind of opens up. I'm going to have doorways into other buildings, and it's got a grand staircase up. We'll go downstairs first, and downstairs I haven't finished the floor, so don't look at that. We're not looking at that. This is my vault storage. There's not a whole lot I have yet, and I'm thinking I'm going to run out of space, but it's at least a start for storage. So if I need anything, I'll be down here grabbing it, building it, all my workbenches, extra storage and stuff. And then we can go up 2 flights of stairs into the viewing platform, which is just open to the world. Also, if you're wondering why I can see so much, I do have the Distant Horizons mod installed, so that way I can see quite a ways across. I should also mention, because you might have noticed, I have my left hand as my primary. I am actually left-handed in real life, and to my brain, left hand with the left mouse click and right hand for the right mouse click just makes more sense to me. So I switched it a while ago, and that's how I play this game. From here, you can take this water elevator or that one up to the, well, my area. Whoever leads the location, which I should probably explain what that is, but I'll do that when we get down there. And then you just plop and go back down. I don't have really anything else built out a whole bunch right now. I got a couple little tiny farms here and there, a platform for what I was going to build earlier, and then I decided to change it and I built this instead. Just a couple horses and donkeys and a mule, lava generator, smelter, basalt generator, a couple animals, sugarcane. I did have a farm out here, but I do have plans for this area in just a moment. I will get into that as well. And then the only other thing, I got a beacon. I got that today. You can't see it from this direction. I do have an auto chicken farm down there, so I have food, and I've got honey and honey bottles right there. So my plans for this year's build is I'm actually doing a Wizards College. So I'm going to have all of this area, all of this island wrapped in buildings with a central kind of communal area, nature, whatever. So I just was working on one building at a time. This one's not done. I still need to add some details and whatnot, but this is at least the main entrance and some extra stuff for me. I do have this map of our area, so our island is right here. There is a prismarine farm here. Another builder is down there. I had my farms down here, which you can kind of see. Right there. There was a village down there, and I set up a villager trading hall and a little copper farm and an iron farm. But with him moved in over there, I've decided I don't really need that. I'll do some new farms on my island. We got that little tiny dot there is another player, and then I believe there's one person up here in the cherry, and then someone else just joined today, but I don't know where they are setting up their base yet. There is my copper farm. It's not super efficient, but it gets the job done. There's a little bit of the base, which aren't fully rendered because of the mod I have. There's the prismarine farm. But my next build, I'm actually going to build an iron farm over on this little corner and connect it with a little connecting hallway over here. I have actually been working on the design for this for a while. It's very efficient, but it's going to be a challenge to build where I don't have iron golems spawning all over the place. So I have to really work on spawn proofing it. But I'm going to take you guys over to that creative world where it's built and kind of just talk through what the idea is. It's almost as tall as this, which I was hoping this would be the tallest building, but that might not end up being the case by the end of this. But we'll hop over to that creative world, kind of look at that iron farm quick. We're in my creative world where I was testing out this iron farm, and so I will give you a tour of that. So this was the original kind of design. I just wanted to get all the poppies disposed of and auto crafting for iron blocks. It wasn't super efficient due to these guys. They were too close together. So I'd sometimes get 2 spawns, sometimes only get 1. Plus the iron golems were right there, so they'd register that they were still there and wouldn't give me more. The basic design is a hopper clock that would, yeah, see, there's only one. I don't know how. Anyway, it would push up a zombie here, scaring the villagers, and then spawning the iron golems. Pretty standard stuff, just a dropper dispenser disposal there. Auto sorter here for the poppies to get rid of them, and then the auto crafter, which is pretty standard design there. It wasn't working quite like I wanted it to, so I redesigned it into this tall thing here, which same thing here. It feeds into a sorting system to get the poppies to then go over here, which will dispose of them, and then carries on over there for the iron to produce iron blocks. It's a longer chute, so the disposal area should be out of range for the villagers to register that there is an iron golem there. They're still registering this guy. I don't know how he spawned there, but he did. Unless they can... Anyway, I don't know how that worked. But same idea. Pushes up a zombie, scares the villager. Iron golems are supposed to spawn up there, but there's a guy there now, so give me this, and we'll just boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't know why he spawned there. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I don't want that in the main build on the survival world, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, zombie scares them, spawns iron golems, goes down. Hopper clock system extends to all 4 pistons, which have the 4 zombies in them. The iron golems go down, gets fed in there. So if you could picture this with me for a moment. We got this whole thing here, which I will do a build around. I'm gonna have, I think, just like a central tower that is thinner here and then juts out and up and over it. Give it kind of that wizard tower look for my build. Foyer will be over here, the one that's already built. I'll have a connecting building of some kind. You'll walk in, you'll get your collection, you'll go into the next building. Most of this will be out of view. You won't be able to see it. It'll just be these 3 chests here so you can grab whatever iron you need from them. And it'll just be loaded on my island, so it'll always be going. And we shouldn't have an issue with it once I get the spawning to fix itself. So I'm gonna go build this and check in with you guys when I start moving villagers or any other fun stuff that happens during... Oop, there we go. 3 golems. There might have been a 4th, but I missed it. But yeah, it should be pretty good rates as long as I can keep the iron golem spawning just on this platform, which is going to be kind of difficult to get a build around and make sure it is all spawn proof. But we're going to hop back into survival and start building this. See you guys later. I think it's time to start building. I've got all of my stone, my slabs, scaffolding so I can get up there, all of the redstone components so I can build out the other stuff, lava, the water I can refill, composters, which now that I think about it, I don't even think I need these because I think the villagers can still get scared without them, but oh well, they're there. And then all of the beds I need. So I think we're just gonna start building. It's gonna go right here, kind of built up, and then the tricky part is going to be getting the villagers from down there up to their platforms. So I'm going to need a lot of rails and rail system to get them into place. But that'll be a problem for another time. I'm going to build this and then I'll worry about locating zombies and villagers later. So let's get to it. Now that that's built, I can start working on the rail system to get them up into their locations, which is all the way down there. We got one. Now to follow him up and steal the minecart from him. Jumpin', 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 jumpin' to the guy. I should have just taken my own minecart. What was it? Oh well. Okay. 1 of 12. Hey sir, do you want to get in my boat? Do you want to get in my boat? Yes. Okay. Then I could put the boat right next to it or farther ahead so when he path finds he makes it back to the car. That's the plan. That's what we're going for. Let's give it another go. Oh, hello, sir. Would you like to get in my boat? My boat? The boat? The boat? The boat? Oh, the boat! And this is where we trick him. Ready? Pink pong. You have limited real estate. Get into my... Yes! And go. Be free! Can I place boat? Boat. Get in the boat. Yes! Go get in a minecart. Go get in a minecart. Go get in a minecart. It's dangerous out here. Go get in a minecart. Please go. Please go. No! Stop running. Minecart, 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 minecart. Now go. Go to your people. And back up the long stair. I'm wondering if it wouldn't have just made more sense to get the villagers, just a couple villagers up here. Excuse me. I'm trying to monologue here. If it wouldn't have been better to just get a couple villagers up here and then made more villagers and then just transport them in like a circle up there rather than pulling them all down from the village. Get in my boat, sir. Would you like a boat? A boat? A boat? Oh, you're so close. Get in the boat! The boat. The boat. Yes, that is what a boat is. I hate when I land on the path blocks because they're so difficult to actually like move on. I wish boats could go up that little tiny that thing. Well, this is awkward. Of course, of course. Go, 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 go. Stop colliding with things. Ha! What? How? Wait a second. How did that work? You were in here alone, sir. And there's this thing. What? Well, I think the villagers in here are the last ones of the village. So we're going to leave them in there to keep them safe. And I'm going to go get some name tags and see if I can't get a zombie in these two. And potentially get the farm started. Come with me, zombie. 4 zombies up there, and it's going. It's cooking. We got 1 block of iron already, and 3 more iron there. So I guess once the day comes, it should hopefully be fully up and operational. I probably should have kept my scaffolding there just in case, but we did already have 1 iron golem spawn up on that platform. So I'll need to keep an eye on that, but I gotta tear this down too now. But we'll do that later and off camera. So It's working. It's up and running. We got 4 zombies. Pain in the buttocks. But it's there. Hopefully when we come back, there'll be quite a bit more iron. And that's going to do it for this episode of Vinecraft 2026. If you stuck around this long, I'd appreciate if you left a like, comment, and subscribed if you like the content. We are going to do the Ender fight this Saturday. I will not be recording that because there are some people on the server who do not want to be included in my videos. So that will be off camera. But once we're done with that, I'm going to go End City raiding. So episode 2 is going to be all of the End City shenanigans. Again, thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next episode.